Yeah, yeah. What's going on, my peoples? We are here. Let me get this fixed. It's been a while since I jumped on this StreamYard. Let me make sure my sound is good. Yeah, yeah, the sound is good. So we good, man. What's going on with y'all? Hope everybody doing good, man. So I've been doing YouTube for a while, man, and I ain't never once really take it too serious. I always just, what I'm saying, always just something came to my head, or content came to my head, I'll just put it out there. Talking to a coworker the other day, and he was like, "Yo, you should take it serious, man." You know what I mean, I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take it a little serious, a little bit more serious. Not serious to the point where I'm gonna spend too much time on it, but homie, what's going on? But to bring up some more serious topics and to have like a wider audience when it comes to trucking, even though I kind of already do, but just turn it up a notch, you know, and just just reaching out to more people, stuff like that. You know what I mean? I mean, I do a good job reaching out to people already, and for the most part, I try to do a good job of not just being a company cheerleader because there's so much drivers out there, and you got to be honest, and you got to recognize when other companies are good also. Because when you think about it, everybody can't work at the same company. You know what I mean? So you just gotta respect other companies. Somebody said to me the other day, they said in my comment, it was like, Cisco must pay you. You always talking so good about Cisco. I mean, when I look at it, I mean they're the biggest food service company. What bad could I really say about them? And why would you want me to talk bad about a company? You know what I mean? So that's not my thing. That's not something that's not a road that I'm gonna go down. I just don't get down like that, man. So that's why I don't talk bad about companies, man. I might make a joke here and there, but you're not gonna hear me bashing no companies. For what? You know what I mean? And the answer is no. Cisco don't pay me. You know what I mean? Like none of these companies pay me. You know what I mean? We just here trying to help people, bro. That's what we here trying to do. So if there's any new drivers out there, with any question, man, feel free to ask away. You know what I mean? Or if you want to jump on the StreamYard, you can jump on the StreamYard also. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stay on here for like half an hour, 40 minutes, whatever. If we get some drivers on here with some good questions, we just, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna stay on here for a little bit. You know what I mean? I ain't working this week, and it's not my choice that I'm not working. Um, I don't know what to call it, but I had like a muscle strain, pull a muscle, whatever. Here, my shoulder right here just hurts. And I went and checked it out, and thank God it's not my rotator cuff because I can move my hand, I can move my whole arm back and forth, but it was hurting to the point where when I was picking up a case, it was hurting. So I'm just gonna rest it up this week. Got some medication. It's all part of the food service game. You know what I mean? And I'm the type of person I don't like missing work. You know what I mean? I just homie said homie said it's called getting old. It's called getting old. It could be, man. That could be what it is, you know. But I'm telling you, man, it hurt it to the point where I was down. I was down for the count, you know. And I don't know if y'all know me, man. I don't like to miss work. You know what I mean? But I did. I had to, you know. And hopefully they clear me on Monday. I got to go back Monday. Baby's all I going. I got to go back Monday. Hopefully I get cleared to go back to work. And so in that case, I'm gonna bring up a topic real quick. Brian, what's going on? Brian said currently in CDL school, passed my permit test last week. Can't wait to start making this money. Kirk Davis, what's poppin'? Hey, so what's up? What's going on, Zo? So I got a topic to bring up, man. When I think about stuff like that, when I think about you gotta miss work and stuff like that. Topic I want to bring up, man, is it might sound a little cliche, but save your money, yo. Save your money, cause you never know. You just never know what's gonna happen. You feel me? Save your money out there. Everybody, just save your money. You know what I mean? Um, we all like nice things. We all like to eat good. We all like to we all like to go to nice places, stuff like that. We all want the big 5, 6 bedroom crib, and a nice car. But you gotta put you gotta put some of that money aside. You don't have to. I ain't telling y'all what to do, but I'm gonna give you guys a little advice. The way I roll, the way I live my life, right? Now I try to pay my bills like 6 months to a year ahead of time, right? I really do. So, and the reason I do that, just in case anything goes wrong, or let's just say for some reason Cheney don't want me no more. Boom, they kick me to the curb. I can't get no job. Nobody want to hire me. I got that cushion where I can feel comfortable. I even got that cushion where I can even, if they kick me to the curb, I can even stay home for a month and relax because I know I got that cushion. You know what I mean? Willie B say, do I still stay in contact? I ain't talked to Asian mine in a long time. I moved away from down south, so I don't really run into him no more. You know what I mean, Willie? So the answer is no. I ain't talked to him in a long time. He's busy. That's a busy man. So save your money. You know, food service driver. Every time I go live, I'm gonna say this, right? Every single time I'm gonna go live, I'm gonna say this. Take advantage of your company 401k. You get me? Take advantage of your company 401k because you don't want to leave free money out there on the table. You know what I mean? You just don't. I mean, you don't got to. I'm just trying to give y'all a little advice. And how much to put, it's up to you. But the way I would do it, I would put the minimum of whatever the company is matching you, right? So let's just say a company is matching you 3%. Put at least 3%. Let's just say a company matching you 5%. Put at least 5%. You know what I'm saying? Um, Dre, what's going on? Yeah, Dre, whatever the company is matching you, put that money at least. Hey, Dre, I seen your check, so I'm gonna give you this advice. You can thank me and thank me in years down the road, right? So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We made good money. No, Dre, remember I can't even. I gotta wait 2 months before I can start the 401k. Remember, you know how it goes over here. But I'm telling you, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna max it out though. I'm gonna put the maximum amount in there, and that's 19,900, right? Because ask yourself this question, yo, Soldier, while gone. If you making over $100,000, or if you making $100,000, do you really need that to survive on? Do you? You know what I mean? Especially when if you got your wife working, or you got your little girlfriend working, whatever you got, you got your dogs working, animals, pets, whatever. That'd be dog abuse. That wouldn't be a good look. But if you could survive off of 80,000, let's just say last year you made 70, 80,000, right? This year you're gonna make 100,000. Like, don't change, do not change nothing that you were doing last year. Don't change nothing. The way you lived last year, try to live the same way this year. Try to eliminate some of your bills. You know what I'm saying? Because you will need to eliminate some things, because when you look around the way the world is going today, everything's getting high. You guys see the gas price lately? I know we don't really pay attention to gas that much because all we do is go to work every day. But the gas is going up in Georgia. It's getting crazy. Um, I'm in this text group and I see like they got gas all the way for, I think, let me double check this text. I think they say $5 and let me look at this text real quick. But it's getting out of hand, yo. And food, you talk about food. Like, you guys ever been to the grocery store and pick up groceries? It ain't cheap, yo. You know what I mean? So save your money. Take advantage of that 401k. You know what I mean? Take advantage of that pre-tax. You know what I mean? Just take advantage of it. You can roll it over if you see. This is where a lot of people go wrong, right? A lot of people, they'll be with a company and they'll say to themselves they're not gonna go into 401k because they're not sure if that's a company that they're gonna be with, or that's a company that they're gonna retire with. Remember, you can roll over your 401k to a different company. You know what I mean? You'll be lucky enough if you went to a different company and they use the same what you call it, the same bank. Fit My Life always match company if they match dollar for dollar at 5%. Fit My Life say always match the company match if they match dollar for dollar at 5%, and you match 5%. That's 10 G's a year if you make 100,000 a year. Exactly, man. You know what I mean? A lot of us, not us, because I wish I make that much money. But a lot of you guys, y'all make $100,000. Do you guys really need all that money? You know what I mean? Because I don't think I need all that money. I just don't, man. Because I've been doing fine when I was making 70. I've been doing okay when I was making 80. I was doing great when I was making 90. So now that we making more money, like, we gonna live a different life? No, we gonna live the same life. Well, I'm gonna live the same life. I don't know about y'all. You got some of you guys, y'all start making extra money. Y'all go losing y'all mind, man. Y'all all type of strip clubs and all type of clubs and doing this, doing that. You know what I mean? Now, it's okay if you got a little hobby and you spend money on your hobby. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? And it's okay if it's a nice car out there that you want to drive. In my opinion, ain't nothing wrong with that. Got a lot of people, they think different. They gonna tell you, oh, don't buy the new car. Um, they gonna tell you, oh, don't spend too much money on a house and all of that. I'm gonna tell you, as long as you're saving, as long as you're putting money away for your retirement and saving, I'm gonna tell you, do whatever the hell you want, because at the end of the day, you only got one life to live. You get what I'm saying? And you gotta live it to your fullest. Yeah, think about your future, but always, but think about, think about yourself also. Think about today. Enjoy yourself today. You don't want to just keep working your life away like a damn robot and you're not enjoying yourself. You gotta enjoy your life. You know what I mean? A lot of people they don't know how to save for retire for not retirement but for a vacation. My advice to you on that is to open a vacation account. Open a separate account just for vacation, right? Every week you get paid, just throw something in it. Throw something that you're not gonna it's not gonna hurt you. Like throw a little $100 here or $80, whatever you want to throw in it. Just throw it in it. Time for you to go on vacation. You look in your vacation account. Okay, all right, I can do this. I can do that. The end of the year, if you don't use that money, if you don't use that money for your vacation or whatever you have left over, just take that money, boom, put that money in your IRA. You know what I mean? Or put it somewhere, invest it, do something with it. But just don't work and not enjoy yourself, man. You know what I mean? We ain't doing that. We got 14 people up in the building. If you guys have any questions, you go ahead and fire away, man. We got Dre in the building. He was in food service. Now he's a fuel driver, and I'm telling you, he's doing really good. He's doing really good. Really, really good. He making money like it ain't even making some serious money. G Supreme say, does any food service have a program to get you a CDL? I always hear that PFG does, but I'm not 100% sure. But I always hear that PFG does, right? Now, Cheney Brothers is supposed to be working on something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Once I get more information on that, I'll put it out there. But they should be working on something like that. You know what I mean? So, depending on what state you're in, I'll look up PFG and see about their programs. You know what I mean? Do I still enjoy food service? I enjoy working. You know what I mean? And I do enjoy food service. You know what I mean? This is why I know I enjoy food service, right? This is why I know I enjoy food service. It's been plenty of opportunities that came my way where I can drive, drop, and hook. I had those opportunities came my way where I can just drop and hook, and I turned it down. And one of the reasons I turned it down because you gotta know yourself, man. You gotta know if you're a busybody, right? And I'm a busybody. I can't just be I can't just be in the driver's seat like all day not doing nothing. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I got to be active. I like to be physically active. Now, one day is going to be a day where maybe my body is not going to allow me to be active like that no more. Maybe my body's going to tell me to do something else. But at this point, this is what I like to do. So the answer to that is yes. You know what I mean? And everybody's different. You know what I mean? Oscar, what's going on? Oh, so you decided that Miami is where you're gonna go? Um, you're good down there, man, 'cause you know Spanish speaking, and there's a lot of Spanish customers down there, and you're gonna fit just right in. You know what I mean? So you're gonna be good. You know, um, you're gonna be good, man. The only thing about those yards, I know a lot of them guys get a lot of 28s. You know, have you met the supervisor down there yet? And I'm glad it all worked out for you, man. You know what I mean? But like the heavy hitting routes, I really don't know how Miami is. when it comes to the heavy hitting routes. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but oh, you met the supervisor down there? Okay. Roosevelt, what's poppin', man? Yeah, man, I told you not to worry, bro. I told you you had a job. Yeah, I told you don't worry, man. I told you you had a job. You know what I mean? I don't really plug a lot of people like that, but when I decide to plug somebody, you gotta believe that I'm not just gonna plug anybody. I'm gonna try to figure out what they've been doing, figure out what they want to do, you know, and then once I think like a recruiter. You get what I'm saying? Um, and one of the reasons I think like a recruiter because my wife work in HR and I kind of like got a big feel of what they do. You know what I'm saying? So I think like a recruiter, I can tell if somebody's BSing or not when it comes to work. Now there's a lot of guys they'll try to get the job, but then they'll backpedal because they're not sure. You know what I mean? The only thing I can tell you is if you decide to move on from the company that you're with, just be 100% sure. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, what you got to lose? You know what I mean? Like you going to the other company with experience, and it got to be. If you want to leave the company that you're with right now, it got to be a reason. So you got to ask yourself, is your reason good enough to leave a company? You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a reason to leave a company because there's no perfect companies out there. You know what I'm saying? Like Cheney ain't perfect. U.S. Food that I left, they're not perfect. They're nowhere close to being perfect. There's no close perfect company out there, but you gotta ask yourself, is this the company I want to be with? You know what I'm saying? And it was a lot of things that worked out in my favor for me to decide to leave U.S. Food for Cheney. You know what I'm saying? And one of the number one things that worked out in my, one of the number one things I looked at is I just looked at the way U.S. Food treat their employees down in South Florida. I'm not talking about everywhere else, but I'm talking about South Florida, even Florida as a whole, because I talked to guys at different U.S. food facility, and everybody always got the same complaints. You know what I'm saying? It's a big 125 was popping. It's a big divide when it comes to the respect between management and and drivers. It's always a big divide. You get what I'm saying? So, and if you're working with a company, right? And let's just say you know you need equipment for your route to do your job. Trucker Abdullah, what's popping? You know you need equipment. You keep going back and telling your company that you need equipment, and they tell you that you don't. And you got people telling you that you don't need equipment that never even go out there on the battlefield. You know what I mean? And it's just like it's a big disconnect, man. You know what I mean? And you know, big corporate companies they don't want to spend money on equipment. I got tired of that. You know what I mean? I got tired of that. I was doing my route the other day, and I seen this guy at U.S. Food. He got to be closing on 60 years old, or he got to be a little bit past 60, right? Cool guy. But I'm looking at the man working. He worked hard, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, they can't get this man an electric jack. Like have some old man respect. Get this man an electric jack. Truck guy Abdullah in the building. What's popping? You know what I mean? Get this man an electric jack. You know what I mean? But no, this man using a pump jack. And I know you guys always hear us talking about that, and that's because you guys don't understand like how hard it is to pull a pallet of water with that pump jack sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy, people. You know what I mean? We got 21 people in the building. Appreciate y'all for sliding through. Any new food service driver on here, man? Anything y'all, any question y'all want to ask, fire away. You know what I mean? We got some veteran drivers up in here. We got some owner operators passing through. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the owner operators, man. Making that money. How's that fuel prices getting to y'all, owner operators? How's that fuel prices? Fuel is high nowadays. It's crazy, but got to keep pushing. You know, the more the fuel prices go up, the more the fuel prices go up, is the more we need. Is the more we're gonna need. You guys to jack up the rates on these brokers. And at the end of the day, they just gotta understand. You know what I mean? Business is business. You know what I mean? Hey, what you guys think about the war, man? What you guys think about what's going over there in Ukraine? I don't know if I'm saying it right, Ukraine. Um, the only thing I think about that, the only thing I don't like when innocent people is getting hurt, man. I see pictures of family and kids walking across the border. I just be thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, some people don't got no heart, man. You know what I mean? Some people do not have no heart. You know what I mean? What's this world coming to? But what can we do? All we can do is watch, right? That's why sometimes you got to be sometimes you got to be appreciative of living in this United States, man, because some of those countries, man, they go through it. I'm talking about going through it. Just imagine your whole family got to rearrange. Just imagine like your whole family. You got to pack up right now and just move, rearrange. You know what I mean? It's crazy, yo. Definitely crazy. Got 23 people in the building. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Anybody want to jump on, man? I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put up the link. Put up the link. You guys can jump on if you want to. Javon, what's going on? But this week I just been chilling, man. Trying to relax, trying to rest up, jump back in the fire next week. You know what I mean? So we can get it going. You know what I mean? But anybody want to get on, man? You can hit the link and jump on before we get out of here. But overall, though, man, my time at Cheney, it's been all right. You know what I mean? The only thing, man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The only thing that I don't like, and it's not transportation can't control it. It don't have nothing to do with transportation. Is the time that we get loaded, man. Like sometimes I go to work at 4 in the morning, and sometimes I ain't leaving that warehouse until 7. The warehouse is like I can't even say nothing bad about them, man. I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? Like I remember my grandma, she always used to tell me if you don't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing. But So some days they're good, but some days, man, it's like we get out there late. You know what I mean? And then the customers, they be looking at us crazy. And I mean, what can we do? What can the drivers do? You know what I mean? We go to work, and sometimes we just gotta sit there, man. Sit there waiting. Imagine going to work at 4 in the morning and your load is not ready till 6:30, and you're just sitting there, bro. You know how tired you're gonna get. You know, most of the time you're not even gonna feel like working no more. You know what I mean? But it's just some growing pains, and I hope within the next couple weeks, I hope within the next couple months, this can be fixed. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the warehouse workers. I know you guys are working hard. I don't got nothing bad to say about what's going on. Just keep on working at it. You know what I mean? But we go through it. At the end of the day, the drivers go through it the most. We the ones that face the customers. We the ones that they yell at. We the ones that we go through it the most. The drivers, right? You gotta understand. If somebody come to work at, let's just say somebody that work in food service, right? They have a 9 to 5 schedule. If they come to work at 9, when it hits 5 p.m., they gonna leave. They going home, right? It ain't like that for us. If they're late with our load, we got to get everything off the truck. We got kids to pick up. We got things to do after work. Some of the guys, their wives still at work. They got to go home and make the meals for their kids. We got things to do. What can we do? We just got to keep on working. But I hate when I take 2 days off. They make it affect my paycheck really bad to the point where I have to no choice but to work 6 days. Oh damn, for real? It's crazy, man. Cisco a good company. Cisco is the biggest food service company worldwide, man. Of course, they're a great company to start at. Now, once you work at Cisco for a while, you're gonna learn about other companies while you're out there in the field. You're gonna meet other food service drivers, and maybe one day you might think that another company is gonna be a better fit for you. But Cisco is not a bad. Cisco is a good place to start. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whenever we late, man, we gotta be extra nice and pretty much help them put away the stuff, man. You're right about that. Especially like when we had schools and we was late for delivering to the schools. Man, if them cafeteria people would sit there and wait on us, we had no choice but to help them because most of their workers they end up going home anyway. Cause if you guys know the school districts, they don't give overtime. They do not give overtime. So the one manager, probably somebody else will stay and wait on us, and they'll be mad as hell. They'll be mad. But at the end of the day, we can only do what we can do. You feel me? That's all we can do. And we can only control what we can control. That's all we can do out here, man. You know what I mean? Because one thing about the food service industry, man, the warehouse, that's the heartbeat of food service. If your warehouse ain't right, it doesn't matter how many good drivers you have. If your warehouse is not right, you ain't never gonna be right. I never heard anybody talk about how good Workman Comp is if you get hurt on the job in detail. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know. I really don't know. I just know that I'm just using some of my vacation days. I don't know. You know what I mean? Fortunately, I've been like most of the times I've been in food service, I've been okay. So fortunately, like I never really had to deal with them before like that. You know what I mean? I think I'm dealing with them somewhat right now, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah, I guess it's a good thing, you know? Michael, what's going on? Shout out to all my coworkers, man. They work hard, man. They really put in the work. Say Workman Comp is horrible. Again, I don't even know. Like, do they even pay you? Like, are they supposed to pay you? Like, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. You know what I mean? Oh, anytime, itty bitty. Yeah, I really don't know, man. You know, but I heard stories. You know, and at the end of the day, that's why when you take out your insurance, um a lot of guys have the option of doing short term and long term just in case anything goes wrong. You know what I mean? Hope everything goes right. You know, you got ill wise in the building, but I don't know, man. I'm doing 5 and 6. Oh, they pay you pennies compared to what you're accustomed making. Got hurt in U.S. food and I ended up quitting because of that. Yeah, I hear they don't really. I'm mostly doing 6 days this year. Every now and then I'll do 5 days. Um, and I'm running my same route, so it's not hard. It's really easy. And one of the reasons it's easy because I'm running my route. I know exactly where I'm going every day, so it's not that hard. You know, it's a big difference on your paycheck for real. You know, but I might try to cut it back down to 5 days. You never know. Never know. But my advice to anybody out there that's just coming in the game, if you're new, if you don't have to work 6 days, just work your 5 days because it takes a toll on your body, especially if you don't know how to simplify your job and make it easy as possible. You got some people, man, they overwork, they make things harder than what it's supposed to be. They touch these cases over and over and over again. They overstack their pallets. Um, they don't use a ramp. They just make their job hard as they don't break down their trailer. They don't separate. They just make their job hard. So if you don't know how to make your job as easy as possible, just keep working your little 5 days. I hear some of these companies are going 4 days anyway. So matter of fact, I hear from some U.S. food drivers that they're gonna be going 4 days. I hear from some Cisco drivers they're gonna be going 4 days. So is it gonna work? I don't think 4 days is gonna work because half of these companies can barely keep employees. You know what I mean? I'm hearing rumors that Cisco is gonna be a 24-hour operation, meaning that drivers are gonna be going out every day, 7 days a week. Now, I made that video the other day. Now, when I made that video, I don't mean that you're gonna be working 7 days a week, because there's no way you can work 7 days a week. You're not gonna have enough hours. I mean, it's gonna be more. The schedule is gonna be more flexible, where some people is gonna be working Sunday to whatever. I don't know how they gonna do it, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Monkey see, monkey do. Y'all hear that saying? Cisco do. Everybody else gonna want to do. So if Cisco really do that, I guarantee you that everybody else gonna do it. If they really do it, because what's gonna happen is they're gonna deliver on Sundays. They're gonna approach that customer that they was gonna always try and be getting, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, I know you use U.S. food or you use whatever, but we can have your delivery here on Sunday." That's gonna force the other companies to start making deliveries on Sunday. So I hope it don't go that way, but I've been hearing talks about this, and I'm hearing from some serious sources. You know what I mean? So I hope it don't go like that, because I guarantee you, if they start running on Sundays, everybody else gonna follow. Everybody else gonna follow. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's all about customer service, yo. Give you an example, right? I got this one particular customer. I see U.S. food up in there like 2 to 3 times a week. I see the salesman up in there trying to get this customer, trying to get this customer, trying to get this customer, right? And one of the things that's one of the biggest things that working against U.S. food in that particular area, I'm not talking about all over, is their customer service. Because every time during out the week, I see like different drivers all the time, right? And this particular customer, the same driver go there back to back to back to back. If it ain't me, it's the other driver that's in the area. And this customer is only seeing two drivers, right? So these customers, they get accustomed to us, but US Food in this particular area, they send different drivers, different drivers, different drivers. They don't know the customer, they don't know where to park, they don't know. One of the worst things you can do is when you get to a customer and they're busy, is stop the chef to ask them where to put things. Like they do not like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the advantage Cheney got on most of these big companies. They have drivers in the same area, so it's like ABC. You know what I'm saying? We're making deliveries like 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? Like we do the same stops over and over and over. If you got a route, some guys at Cheney don't have a route, but if you have a route at Cheney, you're doing the same stops over and over and over. Some of the customers order 4 to 5 times a week, and you're doing it over and over and over and over and over again. But you got some companies like PFG, Cisco, US Food. Shout out to all of them. Yo, most of the time you see different drivers after different drivers after different drivers, and I never get it, right? Why can't you keep a driver in the same area so they can be more productive? I never understand why companies think the way they do. I never understand why companies operate the way they do. Right? I never understand why it's always a battle between the routing department and the driver. I never understand that. Get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, are we supposed to be making our jobs a little easier? But you have some supervisor people, I can tell you right now, when I was at US Food, easy, they didn't like to make our job easy. I'm not talking about everybody, I'm talking about just one particular supervisor. They did not like to make our jobs easy because they felt that we was making money, so we need to be out there doing extra work. I used to see guys ask this particular driver supervisor for electric jack to take off pallets of water. He used to tell these drivers no. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, these are the type of workers some of these companies have to deal with, man. I can speak for this Cheney Brother facility. They're not like that. If they know that you need the equipment, they're gonna give it to you. You know, they're gonna give it to you. So shout out to all the U.S. food drivers in the building, man. Y'all work hard, man. We all do. You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody that tuned in today. We gonna get out of here, man. Envision, envision say, cause we making damn near 30 an hour, and they making 18. Does your company let the workers take food home? Nah. Um. Nope. I haven't seen that. I haven't heard that. Usually, what I think happened with that is they have a particular area where they mark stuff down and we can buy it, you know, but like take it home for free, nah. Is there some companies out there like that? Yes, but taking it home for free, no. One thing I don't like to see companies do is throw away food that I'd rather them give it to the homeless or something like that instead of throwing it away. You know what I mean? Instead of just wasting it, man. You know, just give it to the homeless. What's necessary experience needed to start right now? Um, what company you talking about? Like, who you talking about? Cause I know Cheney. I think Cheney's asking for what, 6 months experience. Yeah, I think nowadays you need 6 months at least. Back in the days, you would need more experience, but what happened over the years is these companies they started like really have the need for drivers, and drivers they keep leaving left and right, so the need for drivers went up, so the experience went down. You know, so 6 months you're good now these days. You know what I mean? Do I think that's good? Do I think that's good? Nah, me personally, I don't. But drivers need to start somewhere. I think, in my opinion, if it was just me, I would still say a year, but I like the fact that they're giving drivers with young CDL a chance. And one of the reasons is, man, because it's not that easy as you guys think to be driving through the city. I know it's a lot of drivers that coming from over the road, but it's just not the same thing, yo. It's driving through in the city, in the inner city, downtowns, stuff like that. It's way more serious than just holding the wheel and driving state to state. You know what I mean? So shout out to all the companies that's giving guys a shot. That's what's up. You know. Congrats, Jarvis. Where did I start out at? The mighty, the best company in the world, the biggest, the baddest company out there, the mighty Swift. The only company that don't get no accident. Yeah, I started at Swift though. That's where I started. You know, it was rough, but I had to do it. He said the the overpass takeouters. Yeah, Swift is a rough company, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They pretty much. Let me tell you, if you guys got a dog or a cat, you guys can send them to Swift. They'll get their CDL. A bird, anything, hamster, just send them to Swift. They'll get their CDL. Swift give anybody a CDL. If you could do it all over again, would you? Yeah, I definitely do it all over again. I definitely do it all over again because the experience was great. The experience made me. It just was the perfect timing and the perfect. It was just perfect, man. I'd do it all over again, bro. It's just a different type of physical than flatbed. It's just in food service, you just gotta keep on moving. That's all. You know, it's just a different type of physical than flatbed. Flatbed drivers can handle food service. Hey, let me tell you, Swift trucks, we do anything, man. We make magic. What company you work for, Jarvis? The best advice I can give you, um, you say you go on your own tomorrow. The best advice I can give you, I'm gonna try to close this thing out before an hour. One of the best advice I can give you, right? You go on your own tomorrow. Come in like come in 30 minutes earlier than you normally would come in. Come in an hour earlier. Let's just say your route started at 4, come in at 3. Take your time, do your pre-trip, and go over everything. Make sure everything's straight. Make sure your paperwork's straight, whatever. And just leave. As soon as you do your pre-trip, leave and go start your route. You're gonna start your route early, right? But you're starting your route early on purpose because one thing's gonna happen, right? AB, what's going on? One thing's gonna happen, right? your time, the time is gonna catch up to you because you're by yourself. You're not gonna be as quick, not yet. So just get that extra time so you can get to all the customers. Because if you get an hour start, right? Let's just say you do your pre-trip or do whatever. Really and truly, you're gonna have like you'll probably have like by the time you leave the warehouse, you're really gonna be ahead like a hour and a half because you still got your 30-minute break. So I would guess by the middle of the day, by 12 o'clock, that time's gonna catch you up. And when I say that time's gonna catch you up, let's just say you're supposed to be at stop 10 at 12. By the time you get to stop 10, it's probably gonna be like 11:30, and then you're supposed to be at stop 11 at 12:30. Then that time is gonna seem like it's catching up to you. It's gonna be like 12:20, and then that time is finally going. By the time you get to your last stop, you're probably gonna be a little late, you know. And the reason I always tell guys to start early, that way you don't have the stress of worrying about the time, cause you're a little bit ahead. Um, you got time to break down your trailer, and you know what I mean. Anytime you touch a pallet, you're looking for something, break down everything, put it in order. It'll be easy for you at the end of the day, and just keep moving. That's what I tell everybody. Just keep moving. Don't stop moving. Just keep moving. Everything gonna be all right. You know what I mean? Just keep moving. Come a little early. Keep moving, and just remember everything your trainer taught you, and you gonna be all right. It might be rough the first 3 days on your own. It might be rough. You might finish a little later than you should, but after a week, everything's gonna start working out. You know what I mean? Everything's gonna start working out. Oh, I just gave Jarvis that tip. um, the number one tip that the number one thing I can tell you to not working so hard is try not to touch the cases too much times, right? Whenever you break down a pallet, try to put everything in order. Just don't when you're breaking down a pallet, right? I'm gonna try to do a video one day of how I break down a pallet, right? And it's a special type of way. I'm gonna try to do a video one day. I don't do much videos of me working because believe it or not, when I go to work, I'm trying to get these cases off the truck. I'm not into making videos when I'm working. I have a different mindset. I'm trying to get the cases off. But when you're looking for cases on the pallet, right? Don't just go around the whole top. I'm gonna show you how to look for cases on the pallet, right? You have a pallet, you have a square, right? Or yeah, you got. Let's just say the pallet is a square, right? Divide that square into four pieces, right? You have the left corner, you have the right corner, right? So what you want to do, start breaking down. You approach the pallet, right? Let's just say the pallet is on this side of the truck. This is the pallet sitting. This is a pallet like sitting on this side of the trailer, right? Try to break down this corner of the pallet. As you breaking down this corner, the reason why you're breaking it down like that and you're not going crazy trying to break down everything on top, as you break down this corner, you're able to see the other three corners. So you're able to see what you're looking for really quick. So let's just say you take down a couple boxes off of this corner. Now you can kind of glimpse the whole pallet. You get what I'm saying? So now you can go ahead and get your case that you need. And remember, every case that you took off, if you have room on your trailer, you go ahead and you put it somewhere neatly with the same number of items on it. Like let's just say your second stop, put your twos with your twos, put your threes with your threes, and you can break through that pallet as quick as possible. Right? Now, if you have time If you have room in your trailer, go ahead and break down the whole pallet and just organize it. If you don't have time, just break down that corner like I showed you and keep it moving. And when you learn to break down your pallets and you keep moving and let's talk into the customers. Cause you got some customers, they'll talk you to death. They just love to talk. You gotta know how to move and talk. Once you start moving and talking at the same time, that's the only way they're gonna slow down their talking. If you sit there and you start talking to them, forget about it. You're gonna be late. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, that's a good point too. Learn how to stack. Learn how to stack. One thing I do, man, like if I'm training somebody, I show them how I stack, but I'm gonna let them stack how they want to stack. You know what I mean? Cause one thing you can't do, man, you can't force nobody to do things the way you're accustomed to doing it. You gotta learn how to stack, and you gotta stack quick. And you can't sit there and think too long, cause you think long, you thinking wrong. You know what I mean? Learn how to stack, right? It's like Tetris. You playing Tetris. If you're not sure if different shapes is gonna match, just stack straight up and keep it moving. The best advice I can give you guys about stacking is just stack it straight up until you learn how to crisscross and stuff like that. Your stacking game will come. You know what I mean? Learn how to stack. That's a big factor in the food service game. You know what I'm saying? How many hours of day this takes? How many hours a day does what takes? Got 21 people in the building. Y'all hit the thumbs up for me. I appreciate everybody for jumping in. We had a good turnout today, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe right now. Y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all share me out to somebody. If y'all my saying is I'd rather take extra trips than clean up shit. It rhymes and easy to remember. Hey, if y'all not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. You feel me? And share me out and let some other people subscribe. I'm trying to get to 7,000 subscribers. I appreciate all my subscribers, man. You know what I mean? Over the years. Yo, Brian, I know you guys are making money, man. I know. Trust me, I see them checks. Them checks ain't normal, bro. Oh, my subs ain't showing? I'm gonna double check that real quick. I don't even know how to fix that. Yeah, I gotta fix that. Oh, you say it shows if I click on the channel page? Yeah, man, I'm trying to get my subs game up, guys. So, we gotta put out more quality videos. I'm gonna try to do more interviews and stuff like that. Over Swift from PFG. That's just a that's just a thumbnail I made. That's all. That's just a thumbnail I made. You know what I mean? But I appreciate everybody for rolling up in here, man. You know us, man. We always trying to motivate people. We want to see people get ahead. We want to see young brothers come and make that bread. You know what I mean? That's what we here for, man. We gonna go live more often. You know what I mean? And I appreciate everybody that follows my channel. You know, we out of here. Y'all be easy.